What is good, everyone? It's your girl, Primadiva. So, with the first trailer of Pokemon Sword and Shield dropping, everyone has been having Pokemania, and for good reason. The games look freaking amazing so far, and I can't wait to see more, especially more new Pokemon. And that's the topic of today's video, new Pokemon. In particular, Pokemon based on cool myths surrounding and around England, where the Galar region is obviously based off of. So without further ado, here's my 5 mythological Pokemon for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. So to start off with, we have the Black Dog, a demonic entity that's said to be a nocturnal apparition and an omen of death. It's much larger than a regular dog, and it has piercing eyes. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a cool design for a Pokemon to me, and for some reason I can honestly see it being a legendary for one of these games. I mean, look at the titles, they clearly have dog-like designs in the Sword and Shield. I found 2 lines, one by Garbage Keeper and by Fatmon. Neither of these are legendaries, but their final evolutions definitely could be. Garbage Keeper's line looks like the type of Pokemon you'd find in your typical haunted mansion. It's not a ghost type, but it definitely looks very spooky. I'd love to see this thing pop up in a haunted mansion in Galar, that's for sure. The Fatmon line is a starter line, so we won't be seeing that this generation, but the final stage definitely looks like it could be some sort of legendary. Plus, Ghost and Fire typing would be just the perfect combination for a Black Dog Pokemon. Either one of these would get a warm welcome from me into the Galar region, unless they kill me first, that is. So next we have an Ogre, and no Shrek confirmed. Ogres are very common in English folklore, often described as large, ugly man-like creatures that eat humans. Now, obviously they wouldn't be eating any people since that's too dark for a Pokemon game, but they certainly would be up to something creepy. This design by Dr. Crafty is something I think would fit very well in the Galar region. They definitely have the mystical look to them, and they look quite creepy too, but not too creepy, and the typing of grass and dark fits perfectly too. I can imagine these Pokemon living in forests or wetlands, specifically the misty forest we were shown in the trailer. I can't wait to explore that. I think these Pokemon would make a great and very fitting addition to Galar. This next one is 2 mythical creatures combined, an imp and a boggart. Imps are small humanoid creatures in English folklore that like to prank and annoy people. They're not often described as evil, but more so just mischievous. Boggarts, on the other hand, are much more malevolent creatures. They're typically a household spirit that follows families wherever they go. They're also much bigger and scarier, but they can take the form of other things too, which I think would fit great in Pokemon. I think these designs by Prof. Ginkgo captures the creepiness from both creatures, yet keeps the Pokemon cuteness to it. I really dig these designs, y'all. They are both Dark Fairy, which is not only the perfect fit, but also a typing I've been longing to see for a while now. I think these Pokemon would have a story in the region, where parents use them to scare their children into behaving good, similarly to the Boogeyman. And just like the Black Dog Pokemon, I can imagine these Pokemon hiding in a spooky area with all sorts of other spooky Pokemon. I'm very certain that these Pokemon will fit very well in the Galar region. So I'm sure everyone is familiar with Nessie, also known as the Loch Ness Monster. It's not technically from England, but no region is ever just one place. There's always other ideas thrown in there, and the same could be said about Galar. So for those who don't know, we were seemingly originally gonna get a Loch Ness starter in Gen 2, but that unfortunately did not happen. However, that doesn't mean a Loch Ness Monster is not gonna happen. I actually think it's very likely now. I present you this amazingly cute and unique design by Quan Yales. This design just screams of creativity and originality. I mean, just imagine exploring this huge lake and finding a freaking Bath Nessie, basically. I feel like this Pokemon could definitely be a legendary or even just a standalone Pokemon that's hard to find and catch. I definitely would love to go exploring and find this amazing creature and catch it. It would go on my team without a second thought. And its typing, as you probably guessed, is Water Steel, which is obviously very fitting. If this isn't perfect for Galar, then I don't know what is. Alright, now it's time for the last one. And how can I make a list without including the magical unicorn? The unicorn is a very amazing creature from English folklore that everyone knows. Not only would it make an amazing Pokemon, it would also be a perfect legendary for these games. I mean, it's a unicorn. How is that not legendary by itself? So I present you all with this magical line by Master Rainbow. Now, I know what you're thinking, but these designs are really magical and mystical and definitely look like a legendary lineup. We've already had Cosmog evolving into either Lunala or Solgaleo, so I could definitely see Sword and Shield having another legendary line, and I think these two would make a perfect fit. I can imagine the first one lurking in a deep magical forest, where you'd have to go through a lot of effort to go and find it. It might not seem worth it, but once it evolves, I'm sure you'll see that all your hard work was definitely worth it. This Pokemon definitely belongs in the Pokemon game, and I really hope Sword and Shield put a very special unicorn similar to this in the Galar region. So the Galar region has loads of possibilities for new mystical Pokemon, and just Pokemon in general. I'm sure we all can't wait to see what's in it. So what do you think of these Pokemon? Tell me, which one is your favorite? Please let me know in the comments below. And remember, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield content, then please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification to stay up to date. With that being said, I hope you all have a good day, night, or morning, and as always, take care.